How to grow bleeding heart, a romantic and graceful perennial. Bleeding heart, scientifically known as Dicentra spectabilis, is a romantic and graceful perennial that captures the hearts of gardeners with its unique heart-shaped flowers and delicate, fern-like foliage. Native to Asia, bleeding heart is a timeless favorite for shaded gardens and woodland settings. In this comprehensive guide, we will walk you through the step-by-step process of successfully growing bleeding heart. From selecting the right planting location to caring for the plants and creating a whimsical and enchanting display in your garden. Choosing bleeding heart varieties. Bleeding heart offers a few popular varieties, each with its unique characteristics. The classic Dicentra spectabilis features pink, heart-shaped flowers that hang gracefully from arching stems. There are also white-flowered varieties such as Dicentra spectabilis alba for a more subtle and elegant touch. Consider the flower color, growth habit, and overall aesthetic when selecting the bleeding heart varieties that best suit your garden vision. Selecting the planting location. Bleeding heart thrives in partial to full shade, making it a perfect addition to shaded garden beds, woodland areas, or the north-facing sides of buildings. Choose a location that receives dappled sunlight or indirect light for a few hours a day. Avoid planting bleeding heart in areas with intense sunlight, as too much sun can scorch the delicate foliage. The soil should be well-draining, fertile, and enriched with organic matter. Planting bleeding heart. Follow these steps to plant bleeding heart. Soil preparation. Prior to planting, prepare the soil by removing weeds, rocks, and debris. Work in generous amounts of compost or well-rotted manure to enhance soil fertility and improve drainage. Planting time. Bleeding heart can be planted in early spring or early fall when the soil is workable and the temperatures are mild. Transplanting. Bleeding heart is typically purchased as potted plants from nurseries. Dig a hole slightly larger than the root ball and place the plant in the hole, ensuring the crown, where the stems meet the roots, is level with the soil surface. Backfill the hole with soil, gently firming it around the root ball. Water thoroughly after planting. Watering and moisture requirements. Bleeding heart prefers consistently moist soil. Water the plants regularly, especially during dry spells or prolonged periods of heat. Aim to keep the soil evenly moist but not waterlogged, as excessive moisture can lead to root rot. Apply a layer of mulch around the plants to retain soil moisture, regulate temperature, and suppress weed growth. Providing proper care. To ensure healthy growth and abundant blooms, follow these care guidelines for bleeding heart. Fertilization. Bleeding heart benefits from a balanced, water-soluble fertilizer in early spring and again in midsummer. Avoid excessive fertilization, as it can lead to weak growth or excessive foliage at the expense of flowers. Mulching. In addition to moisture retention, mulching helps keep the soil cool and protects the shallow roots of bleeding heart. Apply a layer of organic mulch such as shredded leaves or compost around the plants, leaving a few inches of space around the crown to prevent rot. Deadheading. While bleeding heart is known for its delicate heart-shaped flowers, they do not last all season. Remove faded flowers by cutting them back to a set of healthy leaves to encourage continuous blooming. Managing pests and diseases. Bleeding heart is relatively resistant to pests and diseases. However, it may occasionally encounter issues such as slugs, snails, or powdery mildew. Monitor your plants regularly and take appropriate measures, such as using organic pest control methods or applying fungicides if necessary. Good garden hygiene, including removing fallen plant debris, can help prevent disease problems. Enjoying the beauty of bleeding heart. Bleeding heart offers a range of charming features to enjoy in your garden. Heart-shaped flowers. The distinctive heart-shaped flowers of bleeding heart dangle gracefully from arching stems, creating an enchanting and romantic display. Fern-like foliage. The finely textured, fern-like foliage of bleeding heart adds a touch of elegance even when the plant is not in bloom. Long-lasting blooms. Depending on the variety and location, bleeding heart can bloom from late spring through early summer, providing a delightful floral show. Growing bleeding heart is a rewarding and enchanting endeavor that brings a romantic touch to shaded gardens and woodland landscapes. By following the step-by-step instructions provided in this comprehensive guide, you can successfully cultivate bleeding heart and enjoy its unique heart-shaped flowers and delicate foliage. Embrace the process, provide proper care, and witness the timeless allure of bleeding heart, adding whimsy and charm to your garden. Happy growing!